All right, everyone, welcome to another video of Full Speed Impulse. And today we got an exciting video for you guys. We're going to be showing you 1 out of 2 builds that we have planned for this summer. And after we're done showing you both builds, we're going to let you vote on which one you think we should build first. Now, I already have an opinion on this, but I'm going to let you guys put a little bit of vote on it too, and we'll see what we're going to do. So let's just get right at it. Let's see what we got today. All right, guys. Here she is. Woohoo! This is a 1988 Yz125 two-smoker. This is going to be our first build, big bike build, on the channel. We've done plenty of other big bike builds. That was before we started doing this whole YouTube business stuff. This right here is going to be a great bike, guys. Now, if you hadn't seen, I'm sure you guys, if you're even following me, you definitely follow Carson Brown, and he has that sweet 1993 Yz125 doing the anniversary edition. Now, that bike looks absolutely awesome, and that was my first intentions on this. It's like, we're going to do that to this bike here, because 1988 to 1993 rocked the same plastics, so that was going to be an easy peasy, lemon squeezy kind of build. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what we want to do. But after we received this bike, started looking over a little bit, I'm going to show you why we're probably not going to go that route, and here's why. So reason number one is I like to keep the bikes looking original as possible with just slight little tweaks. Since 93 is, I believe, the year that the anniversary edition actually goes off, us doing the 88 wouldn't be quite true to that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. So I would have been okay still with going against that just because of the same plastics and all that, but here's the only reason why. This seat cover here, which I believe is probably original, she's pretty clean. Not a lot of tears, it's a little bit, nothing crazy. So this seat cover could actually be cleaned and look fairly decent, keeping it the factory red seat cover. So, reason two would have been on wheels. We would have had to do different wheels setups, and that would have been super pricey, which is fine. We're willing to spend money on this build. But these wheels are actually in pretty darn good condition. A little wear maybe, but they'll still clean up pretty nice. Now, that's a big cost savings. These wheels are still in good condition. So that's reason two, because you know the Yz125 has those purplish, pinkish rims or whatever that just look super awesome. We wouldn't be able to do that. Reason three has nothing to do with this bike in a sense, but us doing just the standard build on this, keeping it kind of original looking, is going to be very cost efficient for us, and that's going to give us money for our next build that we actually have planned. But some of the good things about this bike is that these sweet gold MSR levers are still fully intact, and they look super awesome, right? Gas tank is, she's fried. She's all cracked up, and she definitely needs a new fuel tank. As far as I know, radiator is good. The hoses are not brittles, so that's good. They actually get some good flex to them. Fresh air filter. Our frame. So here's where we're going to be on the frame. I think I'm going to look up the original color. I'm thinking it's white. I know the guy said he painted the frame, but I got to see what the factory color is. And we would go with probably a factory color. I also thought that maybe doing a cool like Yamaha red frame, which is more of a modern that you've seen on like their dirt bikes maybe a little bit, and their 450 four-wheelers. You know, Yamaha's popular on that. Those look pretty good with the white plastics and all that. I don't know yet. Drum brakes on the rear. Was really displeased to see drum brakes. But it is an 88, I guess. So that was another kind of reason why it's like, let's just leave the wheels how they are. So our mindset is, let's just get this bike like back to factory. Maybe a good little jump on it, rip through the woods kind of thing. Doesn't have to be a powerhouse or anything like that. Let's just make this bike fun and look good. So don't know anything about this exhaust. Assuming that's bone stock. She kind of looks like she's been chopped down a little bit or something. There's not. That sucker's got to be not very much restriction there. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But probably going to leave most of the stuff stock if I can. Don't know what the compression issue is. Don't know why it doesn't run, but the bike does not run. But she definitely has plenty of potential. We probably could even save these boots, give them a good clean job and some simple green, and bring those back hopefully to life. Maybe some suspension, maybe some stiffer springs, fluid change, standard stuff, guys. But we're gonna go through this bike. First, I would want to see it run. So that would be the great thing about this bike here, is that we can instantly start getting into some fun stuff as far as troubleshooting, getting this thing to fire up. And then once we get the fire up, we're gonna look into the frame, break this bike all the way down to the frame real quick, paint the frame, get that, and then start building it back up, which will be simple plastics, clean the wheels, all that. Really easy, fun stuff. So our only thing is to get this bike to run, and after that, it's gonna be quick, easy, bolt-on stuff, which we could have this done in a couple months and be no biggie. So another thing to keep in mind too is also we're gonna be doing this. We're actually gonna be having our buddy do some filming for us and work on our YZ450 for us, because he's super talented in that stuff. And our YFZ's been down for about almost a couple of years now. So it's time to get that thing going too. So this bike would be great because it's gonna be really easy on our budget, because we're keeping everything pretty original and stock. So that's not gonna eat us up too bad. But the other bike that we plan on showing you guys that we're gonna be building will be coming up here. But that one we plan on probably putting a decent amount of money in upgrades and all that, because she's gonna be pretty sick too, which I can't wait to show you guys that bike. Just a wrap up as far as we already have paint. So if it's white, we already have the paint for the frame, so that's good. Motor, let's just say it's a top end job, $300 maybe it's going to cost us. Plastics and all that will be around $400 or $500 because we got to get a tank. That's gonna eat us up there. New handlebars, $100. Brakes, miscellaneous stuff maybe. As far as the back, if they're good, they're good. I'm going to leave them. Seems like all the bearings are good. Nothing grinds. Nothing has slop in it. So we could come out on this build pretty good under budget, which that's going to help us spend money on some of our other machines. So that is one of the biggest reasons, especially it being summertime, is why we want to start this bike first. But we're going to leave that a little bit up to you guys too. So wait for the video for next week, guys. It'll be coming. I appreciate you, and you know the deal. Until next time, we'll see you later.